Hey everybody, we're back for the second installment in our personal opinion series. If you've done any reading about digital video technology, you've probably come across a debate between what we should call 4K versus what we should call Ultra HD. And there are some people who feel very strongly that calling anything that's less than 4,000 pixels wide 4K is at best a lie, and at worst, a conspiracy to defraud the consumer out of the extra 256 pixels that they rightfully deserve. And you could probably tell by my tone that I'm not one of these people. So here is my personal opinion on 4K versus Ultra HD. It's helpful to know where the terminology of 4K came from, because if you look at video resolutions, you have 480 and 720 and 1080 all being referred to by their horizontal resolution, and 4K doesn't follow that convention. It's because it comes from the world of photochemical film, where you have different aspect ratios and formats taking up different amounts of space on the physical film. For example, Academy 185 is going to take up less vertical space than anamorphic film does. And so it's more convenient to refer to film scans of these formats by the horizontal resolution, as opposed to saying, we have 1700p and 2500p, when you're really talking about the same class of resolution. In the debate over 4K versus Ultra HD, the 4K that we're talking about comes from the DCI full container of 4096 pixels wide by 2160 pixels high. And that's an aspect ratio of 1.9 to 1, which is something that nobody ever really uses because it's a container. So if your image is wider than 1.9, you're going to use all of the horizontal space, the full 4096 pixels, but you're not going to use all of the vertical space. If your image is narrower than 1.9, you're going to use all of the vertical space, the full 2160, but not all of the horizontal space. So if your image is 16 by 9, which is about 1.77 or 1.78 to 1, you're going to use the full height, the full 2160, but you're only going to get a width of 3,840 pixels, which is not coincidentally the exact same UHD resolution that people are complaining about not being 4K. As an aside, I think it's also interesting to mention that the Ultra HD spec is not just resolution, it's also expanded color depth, higher bit depth, higher dynamic range, faster frame rates. Because people have been fixated on this resolution issue and identifying Ultra HD with the resolution itself, they've had to come out with this Ultra HD Premium as a brand name to market all these extra features that were kind of already there in the spec, but nobody really knew were there. Anyway, it's totally legit to call 3840 by 2160 4K. It fits perfectly within the 4K container. It's the only way to get 16 by 9 4K in a DCI container. Is there some marketing spin going on because 4K sounds cool? Yes, but I don't think anybody is trying to scam customers by giving them 4K that's less than 4,000 pixels wide. But that's just my personal opinion. Thanks for watching.